Hello YouTube, my name is Steve Harppe and welcome to another weekly video review. We're going to try something a little bit different this time, just to fill you in what happened. I was setting this up to record during the week and my girlfriend walked in and broke up on me, which I didn't take very well. The camera was rolling when she did it, so I've got the entire breakup on video. My therapist is telling me that a good way to negate the impact of a sad memory is to try and tie it onto a happier memory, therefore making the sad memory a little bit happier. So what I've decided to do is set up two screens, one showing my favourite film of all time, Jurassic Park, which I'm going to watch and review, and on the other one I'm going to play the breakup footage. I'm hoping that the power of Steven Spielberg's logically constructed dinosaur rampage can brighten up the memory of her irrational emotional assault. I have this kid now telling Dr. Grant that he doesn't find raptors very scary. You'll often hear people describe this kid as that annoying kid from Jurassic Park. There are no annoying kids. So if you're sitting at home watching this thinking, oh, he'd make a great dad, well then you're right. It's just a pity that not everybody can see that. Wonderful bit of exposition is the Mr. DNA scene where the audience is essentially fed the premise of the entire film but never really feels like that's what's happening because it's done in such a logical, step-by-step, entertaining way. It's not baseless, out of the blue, mean-spirited accusations that have no real relevance to the topic at hand. It's not characters being judged for criteria they didn't even know existed. You know, it's not like they were so preoccupied with whether or not they forgot to stop and think if they should. And just because you can move on to a better life, a happier life, doesn't mean you should actually go and do that. Hang in there. There's gonna be a lot of miserable times. She looks so cute when I cry. The blend of CGI with animatronics for the T-Rex attack really is something else. Another famous bit of this scene, of course, is the continuity error. The level ground the goat was standing on disappears as soon as the Jeep is pushed over for no reason. People bringing this up are nitpicking. You know, why would you bring up such small things like disappearing piece of ground or the fact that I slept through your granny's funeral when the bigger picture is so good? I probably won't even do it again. It never fails to give me a fright this bit with the Dilophosaurus spitting venom on Nedry. Venom spatting by someone you once thought was on your side. I know how that feels. Love this when Muldoon hunting the raptor only to realise he's been hunted himself. Clever girl. That doesn't go for all girls. Really good parting shot to this scene as well with the snake crawling across the watching raptor's eyes. Speaking of snakes, I know a couple of snakes. Two in particular, and there's a very common misconception about snakes, that they don't want you to know they're snakes. Couldn't be further from the truth. Snakes can't wait to let you know they're snakes, and you're going to be kicking yourself when you realise all the signs. Like say you've got this friend, and he keeps telling your girlfriend that you're not good enough for her, and she should go out with someone else, and that someone else should be him. That's a snake. The T-Rex wasn't originally supposed to be in the climactic scene, but Spielberg realised who the real hero of the piece was, the T-Rex, and that's why it makes a comeback. I often like to find metaphors for my own life in films, so I guess if we're doing it with Jurassic Park, I'd be represented by every single primary character other than Nedry and the lawyer. The raptors? Well, that's easy. I know two people who'd be very good at being raptors. You could actually swap out the raptors for a pair of snakes and it wouldn't make any difference to the plot. And the T-Rex would be my mother, because sometimes she attacks me for no good reason, sometimes she attacks randomers or gallimimus for no good reason, and sometimes she attacks the people, raptors, snakes, who deserve it most. It's nice to know she's out there and might have my back. And that is that. Jurassic Park. Still as good as ever. It's a little bit sadder, a little bit more melancholic, a little more depressing than I remember it being, but I guess Spielberg knows how to play to the emotional gallery. I'm just after remembering the last thing I do in the breakup video is sit down to watch Jurassic Park. It's my favourite film. I guess I was trying to cheer myself up. I can't remember anything from that day. All I remember is dark. What better way to end a video of me reviewing Jurassic Park than watching me watch a video of me watching Jurassic Park. Until next time, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. No comments though. That never ends well.
Jurassic Park.